The base was alive with routine that morning, the kind of mechanical discipline only a U.S. naval installation can produce. Boots struck pavement in rhythm. Orders echoed and vanished. No one noticed the slight figure moving among the enlisted ranks, her posture perfect, her eyes forward, her face partially obscured beneath regulation gear. Officially, she was just another temporary assignment, another body filling a uniform. Unofficially, she was there for a reason known to only a handful of people, and one man who did not yet realize it.
The antagonist was already there, a rear admiral with decades of service and a reputation sharpened by unchecked authority. He was brilliant, yes, but brilliance had curdled into contempt. He believed rank was proof of worth, volume a substitute for wisdom. To him, questions were insubordination, silence was weakness, and respect was owed upward, never earned downward. That morning, he had come to test a unit, and perhaps more than that, to remind them who he was. Before we go further, if stories like this, stories of quiet courage and moral reckoning, matter to you, take a moment now to subscribe to this channel. It helps these untold moments stay alive. The woman in disguise had heard men like him before. She had studied under them, surpassed them, and learned when silence was the most dangerous weapon of all. She was fluent in restraint. Her voice, when she used it, carried something rare, authority without force, and that voice was about to betray her. The admiral began his inspection with cutting remarks. He mocked procedures, questioned competence, singled out junior personnel with theatrical disdain. The air tightened. No one intervened. No one ever did. Until he turned, almost casually, toward the disguised figure and barked a question meant to humiliate. It was technical, obscure, designed to expose ignorance in front of peers.
She answered, clear, precise, controlled. In that instant, something shifted. The admiral froze, not because of what she said, but how she said it. His eyes narrowed. He had heard that voice before, years earlier during a classified briefing that had saved lives, a voice that belonged to someone who never wore disguise because she never needed to. Silence spread like frost.
The climax came without warning. The admiral snapped, accusing her of impersonation, of overstepping her station. He stepped closer, crowding her space, demanding credentials, and then she moved. Not aggressively, not dramatically. One smooth motion, a swift demonstration, requested by protocol and allowed by rank he did not yet see. The sharp crack of a controlled maneuver echoed as his balance failed, his authority collapsing in a single breath. He did not fall hard, but he fell unmistakably. The base went silent. No cheers, no gasps, just the sound of truth landing. In the aftermath, time seemed to hesitate. The admiral stood red-faced, eyes darting, searching for rescue from his own certainty. Officers nearby stared, unsure whether to speak or disappear. Then footsteps approached, measured, unhurried. A superior officer, present all along, stepped forward. His gaze did not go to the admiral first, it went to her. "Ma'am," he said, with respect that needed no explanation. The disguise was acknowledged, then dismissed. Her identity unfolded, not as a revelation, but as a correction. She was there on assignment from higher command, testing not readiness, but character. The admiral attempted to speak. The superior raised a hand. "This base was under review," he said, quietly. "So was your conduct." What followed was not a public dressing down. It was worse for a man like him. It was calm. It was factual. his history of complaints, his pattern of humiliation, his failure to listen. Rank, the superior reminded him, was not armor against consequence. It was a responsibility to embody restraint. Around them, sailors absorbed the lesson without a word. They had seen power confronted not by rebellion, but by mastery, not by shouting, but by skill. The disguised woman addressed them briefly. Her tone was steady, almost gentle. She spoke of discipline as a form of care, of leadership as service, of the quiet strength required to protect others from one's own ego. She did not mention the admiral again. He was reassigned weeks later. Officially, it was routine. Unofficially, everyone knew why.
Years passed. Bases changed. Names rotated through command. But the story endured. It became an unofficial legend told in low voices during late watches and training rotations. Remember the day the admiral recognized the voice, they'd say? The details shifted, as legends do, but the core remained. A reminder that the most dangerous power is unexamined authority, and the most enduring strength is disciplined humility. She went on to lead quietly, never referencing the incident. When asked once about it, she smiled and said only this: "A uniform can hide a person, but a voice reveals who they truly are." If this story moved you, share it with someone who believes leadership is louder than integrity. And let us know in the comments, have you ever seen quiet skill expose loud arrogance? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories from Tales of Courage.